Providence clinics across the metro area continue to see two trends this spring: allergies and muscle sprains and strains as people get back into shape. But in this week's What's Going Around, another trend they see every year around this time are sunburns and skin problems related to too much time in the sun. Every spring, Providence dermatologist Kristen Stevens sees a rash of patients with darker than normal skin.
This time of year, I start to see people with tan lines and early sunburns, and I try to talk and encourage them to use sunscreen not only when the sun is out, but as part of a daily routine. It's important to get in this habit because most of the sun damage that we accumulate here in Oregon is just going about our daily business throughout the year.
And perhaps because we don't see enough of the sun during the year in the Northwest, more young women are using tanning beds in Oregon, which also happens to be the #1 state for melanoma deaths in young women.
Tanning salons are one of the worst things you can do for your skin.
Research has found your melanoma risk shoots up 75% when you use these beds. Stevens says avoid tanning salons altogether, and if you're going to be out in the sun as the weather warms up, make sure you're at least using a shot glass worth of sunscreen.
Basically, you're good for about 2 hours after you put sunscreen on, and it will last less time if you're swimming in the water or if you are hot and sweating more.
Stevens recommends an SPF of 30 or higher, and she says be careful with those sunscreens that come in a spray can.
I always worry about people who use the spray-on sunscreens because I think they kind of spray it on just as a general mist and think they're covered. That's giving people a false sense of security. You really need to put it on slow and steady, and you should be, pretty wet before you're rubbing it in.
Now, the FDA said this week it wants more oversight on those indoor tanning beds and that people under 18 should not be using them. And a bill that would ban Oregon minors from using tanning beds passed the House. It is now in the hands of the Senate.
Still to come now for you.